Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Goddess Isis, Our Lady of the Throne, where God dwells up within me as me. And I am here to bring to you all your divine messages, your prophetic messages for the month of May. Please listen to this disclaimer very carefully before we get started today. I'm going to be giving you your horoscope prophetic messages for the month of May for all 12 zodiac signs. That means Aries through Pisces. Now, with these messages, there is very important that you take the messages for you according to when you were born. As you all may or may not know, there's a lot of people who watch my channel. Whether you see the views or not, my videos are spread amongst several people in many different secretive ways. For those of you who are fans of me and who like to manipulate and strategize according to divine sacred messages and insight, please remember that no matter what you do, it is still your message. So let's get started. First zodiac sign is Aries. This is your message for May 2025. So Aries, there is a great deal of maturity here. I do feel that this is coming through strongly for you, Aries, because really and truly, you have zero tolerance for anything that is not taking you seriously or taking life seriously. There's so many things going on, and I don't think that people realize how many things you're in control of. You have an Aries like you who may be a manager or a supervisor, or you may have some type of business, or you may have some type of, like thing going on in your life where you're over a lot of people. You have so many things to do, and you may not have time for, like people who are being childish, especially if you are older and you supervise a bunch of younger people, or you're like over, you could be a director, you could be, like I said, a manager, and you could be over a staff of like 40 to 250 people or more. You just may have no tolerance in the month of May, because I feel like you're just trying to get a lot of things done, and you need, especially the really, like, I feel like especially the younger ones, like especially if you have employees under you who are like under the age of 18, especially the youth, or like the younger ones, or maybe not even under 18, just like under 30 or something. I think you're just like really frustrated, and just May is just bringing in this energy where it's like, you know what, no. Now, if you are a different type of Aries, now that's for those of you who work practical jobs like nursing, doctors, managers, retail store managers, things like that. Now, if you do something different where you're an Aries boss, like an Aries big boss, then this maturity is coming through, because maybe, like I say, you just have zero tolerance for the world, really and truly, like no matter the age, no matter who it is, it's just like, no, I really don't have time for that. And that's just what it is. I feel like you're not going to have much to say. It's just, that's what it is. Now, with this is going to bring in so many powerful and important people into your life in a very positive way. You're going to be clearing the way for the right conversations, the right types of communities, the right types of people to connect with, the right types of minds collaborating and connecting with your mind, the right type of meeting of the minds, the right kind, right? And this is going to come through not your workplace. I feel like this is coming through whatever you do. You know what I mean? Like some of you, it just depends. Who knows? You can be an Aries who runs like this contemporary art museum. You know what I mean? Like you could be someone living in New York City. You could be running the show. You could be an Aries. You may be meeting the right types of people according to your vision, your plan for that place, that museum, your plan for these ideas you may have, right? And if you guys start seeing things about museums come up in the media in the month of May, or maybe because they like to hurry up and do things according to what I say too. They like to be strategic. So if you start seeing a lot of things like that, it's because of this. But anyway, it's just like I'm just using that as an example of what I mean by connecting with the right people, possibly the people who see your vision the same way, or who want to help you carry your visions out, or the people who are trying to collaborate with you on some type of big project that is going to benefit you, Aries. A project that is going to benefit you, something that is going to be good for you, something that is going to help you. It's like genuine. I don't feel like this is something being planned or strategized. I feel like it's just falling into place the way that it needs to fall into place. So I do see positive work collaborations with others. I do see positive things happening all around. Planning, event coordination, ideas, activities, professional things that you may start working with people. You may have some people who want to be professional, and they may be coming towards you with some ideas. You know what I mean? Some people who may have some new innovative idea that they want to include you in, and it is very serious. It's very like business focused. They're talking to you the right way, you know what I mean, like putting everything there for you in order for you guys to go ahead and plan to have something. And this is going to be so amazing, because I feel like, let's say if you work a regular job 9 to 5, I don't think that this has something to do with that for some of you. I feel like for some of you, this is coming through some type of other way. You may be getting connected through a very important person or a very powerful person in your city, your community, your state, or in the world, whoever they are. They could be someone who has connections. They're trying to get you connected to things or to certain people, and it's something that's going to be very, very positive for you. I feel like it's lucrative. You're going to make a lot of money doing this. I do see a lot of money coming through. Something is coming through for you where I think that for some of you, you're about to sign on to something that's going to be like the biggest thing you've ever had to, like you've ever wanted to do to date. That is going to be that lucrative, and that much opportunity coming out of it. It sounds really, 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 really great for you, Aries. It seems like it truly aligns with your passions. It aligns with what you want to do. It aligns with your ideas. It aligns with who you are, your essence, how you are. It aligns with you. So these people are putting together something, I feel, or maybe it's a specific person putting something together, but you're going to be at a round table with these people, or some type of I'm telling you, this is not a job. It doesn't feel like a job thing. It could be a job thing, I feel, if you have a creative career. Like if you're a graphic designer, or if you work for one of the big magazines, you could work for Vogue, or you may, if you're in Aries who works in Milan in fashion houses, or at Dior, or at, like, I mean, it's got to be something really creative, like creative director of music videos or movies, or something very creative is coming out of this. And I feel like this is your little world here. I feel like these are things that you're supposed to be doing. And if it's through a job, then I feel like it's if you have a creative job. That's what I feel like. The opportunity may be coming through if you have some type of like name in the world type of thing. Like if you're already an established movie director, or if you're like already some type of actor, or if you're already an artist, or like maybe you could be an emerging artist, you know, but a lot of people already, you kind of establish your name, your presence. If it's about a business, you've already established your business name, your presence in your city or your state or in the world. It's an Aries like thing that's going on. It's very you. All of the amazing qualities that describe an Aries, male or female. There's men listening to this too, so I know a lot of Aries men are in love with fashion. I know that a lot of Aries men are very creative minded, like visionaries. Aries men and women can be visionaries when it comes to innovation, when it comes to art, design, writing, music, fabrics and textiles, makeup, like hair, like all kinds of things like that. I feel is coming through in terms of business, and like you collaborating with partners who's going to get you connected with certain things, and a whole like some type of, it feels like an ongoing thing for some people, like where you're gonna constantly have to travel to do this. Whether it's via train, car, plane, whatever, it feels like you're gonna have to go to many different sites, like different places. Boom, 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 boom. And I see you going to many different places all over, and you're gonna have to go to these places in order for you to do the gig, like complete the gig or do the job. So I don't know, you may be some type of traveling artist, or some of you may be getting a mobile company, like you may change what you do for a living and become mobile. Like you may actually go to people's houses and provide the service. I'm getting so many creative ideas right now. I'm also seeing art installations. I'm getting how in MoMA, in the Museum of Modern Art, or in Miami for Art Basel, it's like I'm even seeing things like that. I'm getting high fashion design, whether you are an Aries who designs t-shirts or you an Aries who designs skateboards. It doesn't matter. You guys are going to be super, 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 super creative in whatever you're passionate about in the month of May. I mean, I feel like what's happening, and maybe why this is happening, is because there is a full moon in Scorpio around May 12th. And being this full moon in Scorpio, being that it is in the sign of Taurus, it represents other people's money becoming your money. That's what that means. And it's not just for Aries, it's going to be like that for all 12 zodiac signs. This is like the type of energy that brings in e-commerce and international exchanges. Like, you are about to get supported on a personal level by a lot of people with a lot of money. Basically, that's what's coming through. So for some of you, you better go ahead and start getting everything together that you need to get together, because it's going to come in really fast. I feel like you're going to have different types of people who want to see you do more with whatever you're working on. So let's say, I don't know, maybe you never considered taking your business far. Maybe you never thought that far. Maybe you never thought that big. Maybe you never thought that you would be having to go from state to state, country to country, or city to city. Even if you're just like a content creator, an influencer on Instagram, maybe you just never thought you would have to take it that far. Maybe you didn't think people would be trying to hook you up with certain people in other cities. Maybe you weren't thinking about other cities. Maybe you weren't thinking about other states. Maybe you were not thinking about other countries. But you have some type of demand in places that you didn't even know about. People like you in places that you didn't even know about. Let's say you live in the South. You may have some people way up north who support you and who want you to come where they are and to speak to people. Or maybe they want you to come where they are to maybe collaborate with them on some type of event according to your industry, your niche, your market. Whatever it is that you already do. It's like, yeah, let's collaborate, let's join, let's get together. How about we set this up? You come to this event. Maybe it's all expenses paid. For some of you, they may fly you out there to be some type of guest speaker, or some type of on a panel, or some type of like community outreach or activist or something like that. But you're representing the place where you're from, or maybe you're just representing the kind of business or creative things that you're involved in. Maybe you're just the ambassador for a larger company, but you're representing you're going to be representing what you do, but on a larger scale, or maybe with a big company. A lot of ideas. My mind is going and my mind is buzzing everywhere. And the reason why is because today, Sunday, this is a new moon in Taurus. New moon in Taurus is bringing up this like work hard type of, like, like not work hard, but like these are the results of your hard work. That's what it is. These are going to be the results of your hard work. That's what that Taurus new moon is bringing in at this time. And then, like I said, around May 12th, you have a full moon in Scorpio, which is other people's money basically becoming yours and helping you to build. Around the end of May, especially around May 26th, we have a new moon in Gemini. And so when the new moon in Gemini comes through, since Gemini is all about self-expression, creativity, groups, and partnerships, I feel like the whole month you're going to see yourself on this steady rise. Like you're on some type of come up, okay? You're on some type of come up. It's a time where abundance, wealth, prosperity, opportunities, all of these things can happen, and all of these things are happening. All of these things are happening for you. You know why? Because like I feel like you have found what you do best. You have found what you love. You have found something that is totally you, and everybody supports you. Because let me tell you, let me give you a tip, and I'll leave you with this, Aries. If something that you do gets support, it means that you're good at it. But if something that you do opens doors, that means you're destined for it. So you have people who are going to be making a way for you. Like I kind of get this vision right now. And I'll tell you the vision that I'm getting. The vision I'm getting is like I'm seeing some type of woman, right? She looks like she's a different race. I'm not going to lie. In my vision, it doesn't feel like it's an African or an African American woman. But this is some type of woman. And she's like, okay, let me just give you the real vision, okay? And no matter how off the wall you may think this is, but when you're spiritual, you're not going to think it's off the wall. You're going to understand. I know that a lot of demons listen to my channel, and I know what they do. But if you're spiritual and you're a good person, you're going to understand. So what I'm getting here, I'm seeing a vision of Lara Croft, Tomb Raider. And I'm seeing her like with the tan grungy shirt with a brown those little brown cargo shorts. And I guess I'm seeing the back of her with a ponytail. And I'm just seeing this like kind of like an animated version, but but I'm getting that it's a real woman. Kind of like walking through this like dark place, but with torches, light torches, like a lit walking path. And there could be things trying to get at the woman on either side, but there's people fighting all of these things off and making a clear way for you to walk directly into your life purpose. So Aries, this whole top of 2025 has been designing something really major in your life according to what you really love. And you may not have known that you were reaching people so far away from you, but you're actually reaching a lot of people in so many different places who don't get intimidated by you. They're not upset with you. They don't dislike you, and they're not hating on you. It's just that for some of you, you may live in a very negative city, or you may work around people who are very toxic and demonic. But you got to think about there's a whole other world outside of that place. You have so many amazing like compliments and so many great conversations being sparked about you. There's so much about you that people are totally in love with. And I feel like for some of these people, they have been watching you and have been fans of yours forever, like for since you started doing whatever you were doing. And to see that like you're still going, I think people love that. And so you're going to see how many people want to collaborate, and they're about to open doors for you that are like bigger than what you thought. You're going to be doing different things than what you thought you were going to be doing. You didn't think that this was going to be a national thing, or maybe you didn't think that it was going to go like, you didn't think that you would be represented on a higher level than what you are. You didn't think that you were going to get that type of recognition. I feel like maybe you were just being so humble, Aries, being so humble, and you were just like, oh, I'm in my little city or my little town. I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and I'm just, hiding a little bit. No. Mm-mm. No. No. No, that's not it. In the month of May, you're going to realize that it's time for you to step out of your comfort zone, because you didn't even know so many people really like what you do. You didn't know so many people support you, what you have to say, or maybe what you do for a living, or maybe what you create. Whatever it is that you do, you didn't know so many people were interested in working with you. So Aries, get ready, because you're going to be like a business partner. Yeah. It's like a business partner type of month for my creative entrepreneurial type of Aries. Now, for those other Aries, like I said, who are already in your careers, you're settled down, you're like old and wrinkled, and you are already settled in your career, and this doesn't sound like it's for you. It's probably not. But some things may resonate with you. Just let the month play out. You may still have some type of opportunity for something that you do in your field. You may be working on some type of research paper. You may be, collaborating with someone to get some type of thing done, according to what you do. But for those of you who are full-blown, full-breed Aries, then yeah, definitely a lot of creative things are going on. All right. Yes, it's an amazing month, Aries. Enjoy May. Thank you.